Hey, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are Shoestring Science. And today,
we're going to be showing how you can estimate pi using two simple shapes.
You know, like the ones we've used since kindergarten. All right, so the two basic shapes that we're going to use to get an estimate of pi are a circle and a square. So how do you think we can go from these very basic shapes to pi?
I've done this before. I've used dots.
So we are definitely going to get to dots. But before we get there, we have to figure out how these two shapes are related.
Okay, they're both shapes. I've known them since pre-K. How else are they related?
Well, we can talk about how they're related by talking about their size. And the way that we talk about size for a circle and a square has to do a lot with area.
Area, so that's how much space it takes up.
Exactly. So to figure out the area, we need some measurements. And one of the basic measurements we need for a circle is the radius.
I remember radius. If I draw a line across, but only go halfway.
Exactly. You've got the radius.
Radius. And then
So we'll label it R. Yeah.
R.
So we need our circle to fit inside the square.
Okay.
And the best way to do that is to make sure that the length of this side is 2R.
2R, so it's the same as
The
that
diameter. Exactly, yeah. We've got a length of the square equal to 2R. So once we've got these measurements, we can figure out the area. So the area for a circle is pi r squared.
Okay, that sounds complicated. I thought we were trying to figure out what pi is.
We are, but we need to kind of get the stuff around it. So we've got pi r squared. Exactly. And the area for a square.
Would that be... Well, I have to multiply the sides together.
You do.
So is that 4r squared?
It is, in fact, 4r squared. Perfect. All right, so Jordan, I've noticed that you've caught on to my trick here a little bit.
Yeah, I put the area of the circle on top and the area on the square on bottom. We're going to divide the two.
Awesome. So once we've got that written, you might notice that there's something kind of repeated, right?
Oh, I love this part of math. I get to cross things out because if we divide one number by itself, it equals 1. So I can just cross them out.
Wonderful. So once we've gotten that crossed out, we're left with pi over 4. And we're trying to get pi by itself.
Oh, so we need to put a 4 on top, so we multiply.
Exactly. Once we multiply by 4, we've isolated pi. We've gotten pi alone, which is what we were trying to do all along.
Okay, but I definitely remember using dots in the past. Where are the dots?
So when we did this, we did use dots. And that's because we were using the dots to give us a great estimate of the area of the circle and square.
Makes sense. I don't typically carry a ruler with me.
Yeah, most people don't. So once we use those dots, we get a great estimate.
Okay, but if I'm putting dots up here and down there, how am I not just doubling the area?
Well, when we did our diagram, we definitely used 2 pictures. But when we actually do this, we use one shape.
Okay, so we're going to put dots on our square. Now, where does the circle come from?
So once we've gotten all of our dots on the square, we'll draw our circle.
Okay, and then it's just counting, right?
Right, we count the number of dots in the square and the number of dots in the circle and divide. And thanks to our really fantastic math, once we do that and then multiply by 4, we should hopefully get really close to pi.
Wow, that's super cool.
So I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jordan.
And this has been Shoestring Science. And if you'd like to see how our estimation of pi goes, we're going to be live tweeting it on Saturday, November 16th.
Because we're going to be participating in the Virginia Tech Science Festival on that date. So if you're in the Blacksburg area, come by, contribute a dot, and participate in some community math.
So hopefully our Twitter link will be down below so you can check us out.
Fantastic.